All right. Move some of this stuff over here. Need you no more. Okie dokie. They were good. Alright then guys, welcome back to another stream here today, or if you're watching this later on when this gets uploaded, welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing great and wonderful on this day, and hope you guys had a great weekend. Yeah, get it. It's a Monday today, brand new start of the week. Hopefully this week's is better than last week, you know, as usual. Maybe it can be a little bit more productive this week. But cool. All right, so let's talk about what's the plan for today's stream. I guess we just continue bug hunting today. I did make some updates over the weekend. As you can see, the trees got updated. They're definitely a lot bigger than the player now. Not all the trees. There's some smaller trees, and I think I have one more smaller tree. Let me see. I don't know why I don't have it here yet. Yeah, here we go. So I got this other tree that is much smaller, but now we have different varying sizes of trees, which requires me to update my logic or spawning trees in the procedure generation. Because sometimes you can have, I'm okay with some trees being next to each other, like these ones, right? They can be really close to each other, and I think that would be all right, you know. But when it comes to these bigger trees, it could be a problemo. Let me see if I can find that tree. Yeah, right here. So if I spawn another tree, why can't I grab it? Or see the day-night cycle thing. Where do I go? I can't even grab this tree. That's crazy. There's something on top of it right now. Let's just move it on the side. Like for this one here, it can be right here, and it just doesn't look that great. And this other trees are not in the. There we go. Yeah, so if it's too close, I don't know if I want it. Actually, it'll be a lot closer because there's 16 tiles, right? So it'll be at least this close, and I don't think it should be that close. Let's see. And I think I just need to update it so it is at least any tiles nearby. Bigger trees, it shouldn't spawn any. There should be like a tile space in between. So there's some updates I need to do there if I decide to want to have these trees. But the cool thing about these trees, though, if I go in it and sing for them, is that I updated them to be different sections of them. So you can have leaves, you can have it without it. Yeah, I gotta make these look a lot better, but what this does, separating these, is that I can change the color on these. And depending on, let's say, hey, you know, it's like summer or whatever, fall, it starts changing different colors, which is really cool. It could be like orangey color, or it could even be more pinkish if it's like springtime or whatever. So I got the liberty to change that a little bit better and make it look a lot better with the trees, with the colors, and maybe we could have different ranges of colors. Like for this, maybe there's another one that's maybe a tiny bit darker than others, just to have like a different variety of tree colors if I wanted to. But this is cool. I can do that. And now with this option as well, before, if you recall in the previous streams when I was updating the trees, when I was hitting them 3 times with the axe and it changes to a tree trunk, now I updated the logic so I don't have to spawn another tree trunk. All I have to do is just disable these, and now I have a tree trunk down below. So I don't even need to spawn a new tree trunk anymore. But yeah, some smaller updates like that is what I was working on over the weekend. And let me remove some of these trees because I don't want them right there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So let me disable some of these trees and remove the tree here because I don't want them in there. Yeah, that's basically what I was working on. I just made some updates with the generation, trying to get a better procedural generation here when it comes to clumping things together, like trees and all of that. Like for these trees, it's kind of like okay with them being together, but if I update them to the new trees, these are a lot bigger, and that's what I was talking about. Like probably I should separate them so there's just spaces in between trees. And then also the grass, like these kind of grass in here as well. I'm starting to add them into the level and just updating just how the generation works. I still need some more tweaking on them. Same thing for like on the dirt. I'm still tweaking the generation on them, but I can keep tweaking them over time. So should be good there. Ooh, cool. So that's what I was working on over the weekend. Now let's go into the scene. Let's see what's going on. Well, my cloud's over here in the wrong location, by the way. Why is it all the way in the top left corner now? Yeah, that doesn't look good. The clouds are on top of the UI. Alright, well, let's see what's going on then. Figure out why the clouds are in that direction first. And that is under testing. A nice cycle. It could be because I added this canvas layer on top of it. And the reason why I added this canvas layer is because the day-night cycle was updating the color of the shadows, or the rain, the leaves, and all of that. So I decided to make it into a canvas layer, so that way the day-night cycle doesn't update the colors for these. I think that kind of messed up my clouds here. My clouds is here. My color rect. Oh, what's going on? 512. That looks okay. I'll just move it over. Oh, look at that. Why is it a lot smaller? Let's making it comparing a canvas layer and make that smaller. Interesting. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see. 512. How much bigger do I need to be? I guess it has to be this. Let's double that. Let's see how big it is. 1024. Okay. 1200. No. Even 1300 is still small right now. Let me see. I think it has to be the size of the viewport, huh? Yeah. Okay, interesting. I may need to... Does expand? All this other stuff don't work. Or even if I... Interesting. Okay, I might need to go to the scene for that. I'm trying to figure out. There's gonna be a way for this to stretch to the size of the screen. If that's something that I need to do it on like that, I don't know. The other one is figuring out why the clouds are on top of my UI. I think I need to increase the index, the C index for my UI here. Where's my UI manager? I just want to test it here before I actually update it. My UI manager, am I tripping? There it is. UI dev. And you are a canvas layer too. Yeah, I think they're both the same layer. So updating this should help it. Actually, should probably be like around high. Should be a lot higher just because it's UI, especially dev. Dev stuff should be on top, regardless. Okay, so let's tweak. Changing that should fix the UI. So let's go into the scene. UI dev. So changing this since it's my dev UI, I should probably be a lot higher. Let's put it at 50 for now. That should fix that problem. The other problem is the day-night cycle for my clouds. I should probably put this at 2. I mean, I'll just leave it like that for now. I may need to test some C indexes on that, making sure that the cloud shadows is the highest, but not too high where it blocks the UI. So higher than everybody else besides the UI. I may need to update some C indexes in here. And I was thinking the problem is because maybe this is a Note D. Maybe I don't need it to be a node anymore. Or by doing so, I can't update these correctly, can I? That made it way too small. Hold on, what happens if I decide not to have it there? Forgot the reason why I had this on top of this. So if I moved it over there. Ah, there we go. How can I make it so that they're the same size, basically? I did not. It's 1280 by. I want to grab if the width is bigger than the height, and I want both of these to have the same size, so that like the ratio stays the same, basically. I want it to be a square. Now, this is okay. I have to check to see if it looks okay. Actually, change the color of white and stretch ratio. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, then okay. I mean, that actually doesn't look that bad. I think I'll just leave it as this. Let's see if this fixes it. It should be, because it should be this. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. So let's change it back to the original color then. And I can delete this. And I just rename this to be clouds then. Cloud shadow, just to make it more. I may need to update some of these. Oh no, these are particle 2D, should be fine. Same thing with these. I think those are fine then. Those are particles. Cool. I think that should fix that problem. Let's see. Awesome. I'm just looking at the shadows right now. Is it just me, or did that guy update it somehow? I can't even zoom in closer to it. Aye, that's crazy. I don't see them forming like they were before, which was kind of is. It's just a very small. might need to update probably forms a little faster, but it doesn't move as fast. Yeah, I can see them forming here. Yeah, I see it. Okay. I'm just tweaking this a little bit better too. Actually, you know what? Let me just put this outside then. And change these to... Let me see how this looks like if I did it this way instead of the canvas layer. It isn't, the color's black, so it shouldn't even matter that much. Now I just gotta figure out where it's located now. Might be a little too low, so I may need to move it. So it is centered. Right? Or maybe not. Let's look into the game and we can fix that. I also want to see how it looks like without the canvas layer, because I remember looking in a lot better before. Okay, so let's figure out what position I should be putting that in. Let's put it at 0. Okay, so it's the bottom corner here. But where the clouds at? I see no cloud. I mean, yeah, no clouds at all here. And zoom out. Yeah, it's right there. I just don't see any clouds anymore. Sneak it white. Yeah, it's gone. Why do a lot of things change here? Why does it doesn't show anymore? Something happened. Let's make them white in here again. It works in here. Put it as a regular node again. There's no positioning. What I should position this to. Let's leave it there for now. Maybe I needed a node or something, I don't know. I see nothing. Why doesn't that happen now? Hey, my hog isn't still on top. Oh, it's because this is turned off, bro. What's going on with me? Ay, ay. Wait, why did it turn off? Shouldn't it be on? It was off when I checked it. Right, was it just me? Was the day-night cycle off when I got in here? Ah, because I changed it locally now. Okay. I was about to say, like, wait, I saw it off. Anyway. So, you know what, let's keep it as a node. I don't know. That could be the parent for all clouds if I add more additional clouds in the future. And then I want to offset it. How does that look like if I went into the game? Oh yeah, it definitely looks a lot better here. Okay. Let's put them as white. White cloud, I mean not white, dark clouds. Save that. Weird that made that happen. Oh yeah, definitely a lot better. The way that it was moving before would look so weird. Yeah, this definitely looks a lot better. Cool. And it's not on top of my UI either, which is great. Cool. That is fixed. Fixed. Anything else I need to do around here? Cool. So we did a lot of stuff here last time already. One thing I would love to do is to get that terminal thing working. Was there any other bugs here before I jump into that? That's what the stream is about. I mean, besides the trees, because if I actually load into the actual game, you can actually see how it looks like right now. All right, let's load into the test. We have all of these now. Woo, the farm is in, I mean, it's not insane, but you can notice some of the bigger trees. Actually, it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe if I update them a little better. You can see some of the bigger trees in here. But actually it doesn't look too crazy. I also love the fact that there's like, look like there's a path around here too. Oh, hello. Why is not generating this side anymore? Why did my generation stop here? What happened? Well, there's a bug now. I didn't even do anything to generation at all. Why is it not generating the next part anymore? Yeah, that was strange. What happened to this side? Why did it stop generating? What did I do yesterday? What did I do to not make this generate anymore? Was it because... No, it's not that. What did I do to stop? Make this not generate anymore? That don't matter though. Put that to 0. Shouldn't matter, it gets replaced later. I'm gonna go to my GitHub. What did I do to make this not work? I made some tree updates. I committed some stuff yesterday. So I just gotta look at that chunk tree. I'm trying to see what I did differently. Why did it stop generating? And none of these should affect the What did I do to make this not generate anymore? Yeah, that was all the stuff that I was doing yesterday with the trees. I probably shouldn't even be looking here. I'm just double checking. Maybe I commented some stuff out that I didn't need to. Huh, interesting. Did I do anything to the GD script or something? Because I was working on Friday. Something happened between Friday and today. Or yesterday, I should say. I don't know. Why did my... It could be this. Oh, you know what? It could be this. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay. Yep, that's what it is. Let's go to the script then. I did this because I was generating inside the level, because I fixed it now. It should be able to generate now the different generations for testing, and while I'm in the editor, right? So should be able to see a lot of different things every time. The issue that it was last time was because I was passing this huge current chunk position. See, it's 9, whatever this value is, and when it came to just editing and doing it in an editor, it didn't work. It was just too huge of a value. So what I can do here is just say if engine, oops, it's not that, this editor hint, we do this, oops, else we do the other one, generate. So I should probably be calling the other one and not this one though. Yeah, so when my player, where's my update function here? I just move, I got here physics process. So when my player moves, it should be calling my other function, not this one. That's probably a better option here. But this should be calling generate level instead, and passing in my new chunk position. That probably is a better option, and actually you'll only use this function here for editor purposes only. So you know, we can move this back. And let's test it out again. Just double check that it's working. I gotta update all these trees. I gotta update my splash screen. There's a lot of things I still need to do with this, but I'm waiting until I actually get all the stuff that I need before I actually do it. Cool. So let's see if it generates the next section. All right, so it turned off, so it looks like it is working. Now let's zoom out a little bit more so I can see the other side. Yeah, I just saw it generate, so it should be good. Cool. All right, so that's back to normal. I feel like so much empty space here. There's some more updates I gotta do with procedural generation. Cool. Awesome. And you got fishes over here. You know what? If fish can talk about fishes, there's one game that I want to play just so I can get a feel for it when it comes to fishing a little bit better. What's the name? That's a new fishing game, right? Very beautiful pixel art fishing game. I believe I wishlisted it. Where's it at? No, it's not Fishing Adventure, it's this one over here. I really want to play this one. This looks really great. Look how beautiful it looks. I definitely want to play this game. Just test out the fishing. And I love fishing games, so definitely is one of the games I want to play. It's 20% off too, huh? It's Cast and Chill. Looks really amazing. Yeah, it's kind of book that I want to create in my game, which is not in it yet. The UI is terrible right now, but that's kind of something that I would like to do. That's awesome though. Ooh, this looks cool. I love like scenes like that. They have like a mini overworld thing. This is game looks looking great. It's one of the games that I would definitely want to try out the fishing part. All right. So the idea that I was checking is the trees. And debating if I want to separate trees. Is there an easy way to do that right now? Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep track of them. Let's see what's my... I don't have Visual Studio open. Come on now. Alright. Open Visual Studio. Is there an easy way to determine that right now? Otherwise, I will not do it yet. Or maybe I can try. We'll see what's up. Let's see. Instructions to remove. We got this. Which looks through all of them. Yeah, I can say here it has this position. Is spatial position like in world space, or is it? All right. I mean, it's in tile space, right? Spatial position. Or do I need to grab the tile position down here? Yeah, I need to grab the tile position here actually. Just trying to think of an easy way to track this right now. Using this tile position. Spatial chunks are spatial position, so no, it's not that. Just Godot position. I want to create like a map or something. Just testing. I just want to see how it's gonna look like. The text. Well, what can I do here? Yeah, we can do that. You just can say trees, and you'll set it as a Godot typed array. Oh, Godot vector 2i. Can you do that? No, I can't, right? Do. Or maybe I can. I'll just have it. It's not brackets. There we go. So I keep track of this trees in here. Or should it be an array though? It's not really a map. Let me see. What values does it have? No. What you can do instead is that I know what I'm gonna do. First, this test file position here. We want to set it. That'll be the actual key. File position, and just set it to 1 or something. But before that, we gotta check to see if it already has. If help has tile position minus let's see, we'll go vector. We can check all the sides, so we can check the left side. If it has it, we continue. We don't want to spawn this tree at all. Well, okay, we check the right side. Oh, it's because of if here. Alright. So we check the left, we check the right, gonna check the top. Which is just -1, 0. And then 1 here. We can test that out and see how that looks like. Let's see. If it does work, or some way kind of works, then we can find a better place to put this in. So I'm just checking to see if there's any trees spawn nearby, and if it is, don't spawn them. But only for that to work is to actually go into the level. I think it'll be fine if it was here. Let me see, let's zoom out. Oops. Yeah, I guess kind of worked. Yeah. There's a lot of spaces here that wasn't here before. And I can actually walk through them now. Right, if I wanted to. Let's go. But yeah. That way they're not like all bunched up together. Like kind of this looks okay to me. At least looks better. Like, let's turn it off and see how that looked. Let's turn this off. Oh, you know what? No, it's not working yet. Did I build it? If I didn't build it, that means it's not working. I don't remember building it. So it might change. Oh yeah, I did build it. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, well, it looks different. But I didn't build it. That would have been funny. Alright, so let's turn it off then. Let's build that. Cool. And let's get in the level and see how that looks like now without the actual test there. Oh yeah, look at all these trees in here. Yeah, definitely before it looks a lot better. I think, I don't know, I'm debating. I feel like if I had different variations of the same tree in here, it might look a little bit better. But let me see. Like, I'm actually stuck in here. I can't get out of there. Okay. Ooh, this has bigger trees here too. Ooh, look at that. The bigger trees are in here. Yeah, I feel like it would look definitely a lot better. Okay. Good little test that I had to do right there. Let's probably find out a better place to put this in. So let's copy that. Let's put you somewhere else better than in here. That way my generation kind of works too. Hold on, let me copy you too. Alright, so turn you off. Delete you. Now let's go on top where I was doing the trees. Here, so here is where it decides to spawn a tree. So for this generation, let's put this outside. Let's do a Godot dictionary. Tree location. Right, I'll keep that on top. I'll put that in here. And this will decide if it should continue spawning it by doing this. Let's build that. Cool. Alrighty. So let me grab the seed for this generation so that way we can actually see that it actually updated. It's right here. Seed. So let's get that seed and paste it in here. Save it in case it crashes. Well, we can check here, I guess. All these trees in here. So if I clear it, do that. Now you see it's a lot less trees now compared to before. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I'm debating if I should do diagonal. I think diagonal should be okay. Not add it to check for those. I think diagonals should be. It should be only be left, right, top, and bottom. They're not like next to each other. But this looks great. This looks great. Cool. So it looks like it is working there. Nice. So it's a little quick, little tiny update for that, for those trees. Cool. Alrighty. I fixed the kind of was a bug for trees now that they're updated to bigger trees. I think right now it just comes to just tweaking all these values that I have here for my noise and making it look just a tiny bit better. I added this profile here because before the trees had their own a noise tree, right? And putting all of this stuff in an inspector, it started clogging up all this stuff. So I decided to create these. And one final thing that I would like to do is that I have these other things in here that I'm doing, and I think it'll be great to expose that into the inspector so that it'd be easier to tweak, and I don't have to build it every time when I'm testing the weights on these. Because these determines what trees should spawn, right? And gives me the atlas coordinates for those trees. And it has some weights on them, and it'll be great to have that exposed in here instead. That's like an update that I can do. I either could do that right now, or I can work on terminal. Terminal is something I love to have for testing for the future. Which do I want to do first? Terminal will help out and make my job easier in the future. And it's something that I definitely want to start getting into it for testing purposes. I think we can start doing with the terminal, I guess. I can do this off screen, or we can do this on Wednesday. Or continue the terminal Wednesday. I don't think I'll finish it on today, but... Oop, it crashed on me. It crashed on me. Alright, it's loading up the editor. Give me a second. Whoops. There. So let's move it over here. Okay. So what do I want to do with this editor thing? I mean, not editor, terminal. Where's my dev UI here? I have this dev tools in here. Debating if I even want to have it here anymore, and just have a button for it on a key, so yeah, it's not always shown here. Or what I can do for the time being, let's move this. Oh, what do I do? Let's move it out of the way for now, or just turn it off actually. So what I would like to do with this terminal thing, the dev panel's this. Let's add a control node, and I want this to be basically laid out in the bottom of the screen. And in here We'll have a certain height on it. I don't know how big I want the terminal to be. Let's make it 200 and see how that looks like first. Cool. Then we have another node, which we can do as another terminal, but this one's gonna be the one on the bottom. Or you know what? It can be a B-box container, and that can be doing that. Okay, so how can you have this start at the bottom? So if I put a color rect, just for the time being for now. And let's make sure that this is 50. Make sure you are spread out. I want this to be at the bottom, because this is where I can be typing, right? On the input field. Ah, there we go. Sweet. It'll be my input field here. It might be a little bit too big. We'll test it out right now. Let's see, text, edit. Let's make that the size of this here on top. It might be a little bit, might need to put it a little bit smaller, 40. Also depends on the size of the... Is the text getting smaller, or is it just me? I'll give that a shot for right now. Cool. So it has its own background color. So let's remove the color X underneath that. So we have that. I want to have another control on top. I don't even know if this is going to work the way that I want it to, but this control that I have here, that won't have a color rect. Make sure that is doing that. And this should just like fit in. There's a way to make this auto expand. Alright, there we go. Change locations. And what this is going to be is going to show the last command that I inputted, or it'll give me some info if I ever decide to get some stats or whatever on it. It's kind of like an actual terminal, right? But it should also be an input field, not a... Let me see if I put an input field instead. Oh, text edit, I guess is what it's called in here. Is there a way for my text to start from the bottom? Is there a way for text to start at the bottom instead? If not, then I'm gonna have to make this so this is a lot smaller, so it starts here, and every time I add something to it, it expands. It might be the last thing, but it'll be easier if I can just start it from the bottom. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that says that. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to be... So instead of... I mean, I want it to be expandable, but I don't want to expand it less... Hold on, let's see how I want to handle this case here. Oh, I want to look at the text edit. Let's not make it expandable then. So we started down here. Oh, that's small. even with text in it. At least I want it to be like 40, what was it, 30? What was the size of this one? Maybe about the same size. 35, okay. But the more I type in here, I want it to expand further. There's a... Yeah, see, there's even a scrolling thing here. How do I make this expand? Maybe any wrap mode, maybe. It definitely will not be edible. Not gonna have any emojis on here. I just feel like it should expand. I should have another control on this. Let's see, what else can I use right now? Godot, text edit, expand depending on text size. Yeah, I love these. We'll post stuff from 5 years ago and nobody says anything. Not interested. These no, you can make. Requires custom code. Okay. Oh, text edit has a scroll. I don't care about the width though. It has a scroll fit content height. Where's that at? I mean, I guess you could do this. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess so. Does it have a... Oh, it does. Or is it say scroll fit? What does this do? Hold on, let me see. If true text is, it will disable vertical scroll and fit minimum height. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind about the scroll bars. What's that on top? Scroll fit. I mean, it didn't really upgrade it. Let's see. Yeah, it's still going over, so... It shouldn't go over this size. The contents? Contents didn't do nothing for that. I feel like the value should be on top of here though. Why didn't... maybe because I want to... I don't know. No, but it should be wrapped up to a new line though. Big content height. What time is it? Okay. It should be auto wrapped to the next section if I wanted to. I mean, it kind of does it actually. As long as I press space on it, which it will happen in the actual editor actually. You know what? It may end up being okay then. Right? I can have some text here, whatever, it gives me some info, then it goes to the next line. Next line. Next line. Next line. Next line. And right here it shouldn't be, I shouldn't see it anymore. So how do I make this so it doesn't get shown on top of this actual parent container size? Yeah, so this is exactly what I wanted. I thought clip contents would have done that. Enables whether the rendering canvas are based on the shared range clipped. Almost there. I'm just fixing this part here. I don't care about scrolling right now. A mini map, carrots. Colors, constants, outline, bells. Alright, let's look that up too.
So wait. Maybe, you know what, it's not there, and I should do it on the control. Is there? I don't think there's like clip contents in here, is there? Ooh, perfect. There we go. I was just thinking about that last second. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I'll disable you for now. Cool, cool, cool. And there's a spacing between, which I don't really care about, which I don't want it to. That's a little bit better, I guess. Nice. Cool. So now this does exactly what I want. So we actually got the command terminal line. I'm gonna call it command line, I guess. That's not actually a good name for it, but previous or window. What would be a good name for this? I should probably not do it in here, but probably put it on top of here instead. Command line container. Text container right here. And this will be the window container. That'll be that command. I don't have a good name for this at all right now. Let's call this terminal on top. Cool. So what I would like to do right now is, let me first of all delete all of this stuff in here. Maybe I do want to have a background. It's fine, we'll leave it like that. We'll fix it up, make it look better later. Let's create a script for this. I know I kind of had a script before, or maybe I'll update it to here instead. Because this had, where is my terminal here? Here. I already had this. I already had a scene for it, huh? So I had this command here that I would like to use in my terminal here instead. Disable that one. And what I would like to do here is actually grab my actual text line, because that is the one that I want to use. No, this is wrong. Maybe this. Dbox container, then window, or text line, I should say.
Text container, text line. So let's remove it from here, I guess. Clear. And then have a previous as well. There we go, much better. And I don't need this one. So what I will do here is just use this. So after I press it, it does all of this other stuff. And I'll just be whatever the text line is going to be. And then, did this work? Where's this the other one? There it is. That's the one I was looking for. Hopefully create a new line. Is there a function that says new line or something? All right. I just want to see if there's a function that creates a new line for me already without me needing to. Oop, there's the one. Oh. We can test that out. We need a button to hopefully be able to show this. How am I going to show this terminal? I could probably check a button here. Let's see, debug, object settings, input map. Let's call it a terminal. Add. And in here we want to add we'll do that. And then we check to see if the terminal has been hit. And we show it, and if we press it again, we turn it off. Alright. So we'll need access to this terminal. Yeah. What was it called? Input or something? Input events. And say if events is action pressed. There's terminal. Then we get the actual terminal. Equals, we're going to be toggling it. All right, let's test that out and see how that looks like. Did I need to turn it off? That's a good question. Yeah, I need to turn it off, but let me see if it actually shows. This is still down here though. Wait, no, wait, that's the level. We got that, and we can type in here and say, I forgot the actual commands. Is it add item? And then tool torch. Yeah, let's go. Look at that. Oh, it adds a new line right away. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do, I guess, yet. That's cool. It gives me the previous text that I added before. And then you can go from there. Alright, so let's tweak that up a little bit. Where was I? Terminal. So we don't want to do this yet. So I'm just going to check to see if text previous text empty, or is there like a value that tells me if it's empty or no or something? If it's not empty, then we can have text previous text plus equals that. So that will fix that problem. I'll go back to my UI here. One thing that's missing here, I would like to show some type of caret in here. Okay. Let's test it out again. Let's check to see if those changes worked. Oh, I forgot to turn it off, by the way. Let's turn it off before I do anything. Alright, so it's turned off, and if I like to open it, we can have, ooh, I love that caret too. So we'll have slash add item, and we can say tool torch, enter. Cool. So we have that, and he actually gave me the torch, which is great. He actually gave me the torch, which is cool. Actually, you know what? This is not gonna work. Now that I'm seeing it. This is supposed to be the shadows of the clouds, but there's light around it. It should not show this, but that's gonna be kind of difficult. Would it? I think I would need to pass in like a position into the shader, or positions if there's multiple light sources around. And if there's a position or something, it should not render anything within that radius, I guess. Oh, that's gonna be, I mean, I can do it with one, but if there's multiple light sources around, that's gonna be, I didn't think of that. Good to know. Future problem. Cool. Other than that, this is working exactly how I want it. There's a little terminal window. I may need to like maybe push it more and add a little more padding on it. Because either that or my editor was hiding it. Oh, it's still there. I may need to do some padding, but other than that, it does basically what I wanted to do. Does this work? Yeah, we can set it to midnight. Let's go. Nice. Oh, cool. Might need a little bit more styling on it, but that actually works the way I want it to. Now we can add different types of commands in here. We can have multiple different requests in here. So we can say let's say morning. We'll do something. Probably put an olive in there. Morning, you could probably put noon as well. For now, we'll just pass it. Or if it's none of these, and I'm assuming that it's a time, like else split to. There's a way to verify if this is an int or some type of there's no way to verify, huh? Like maybe I want to set it to a specific time. Hold on, let me see how I want to handle this. If I want to set it to a specific time in the day, or like, hey, I want to advance an hour, I think I'm gonna need some thinking on that. I'll probably come back to that. So there's different variations I can go with that. Either I can set it to a certain hour, or I can set it to advance 1 hour or something, or advance 12 hours or whatever. And it needs a little bit more thinking on that right now. I can set the time here. And I guess I can just get that other stuff to work here too then. Change our time, and we'll pass in hour. That's an int. It's not exactly midnight, but it's almost going to there. So we can change the hour. We can do the same thing for noon, which is 12. And mornings, we can set to 6. Might need a little bit more logic in here. If I am at noon and I want to change the hour to 6, does it go to the next day 6, or should it not go to the next day? Some things to think about as well that I gotta do. But as of right now, it does it as current day. So if we go back and open my terminal and you say set time, and I say midnight like we did before, we can set time at noon, set time morning. Cool. Well, I'm glad that everything works. Okay, so I gotta unfocus the moment that I press enter. How do I unfocus the text? The release focus, there we go. Let's try that out. Do I want to release the focus? I think I would like to release the focus if I'm clicking outside already, because I can type right now and set time. Let me see if it does what I think it does. Midnight. It releases my focus, but now I can't keep typing anymore. I have to press it again and set time to noon, right? So I lose focus, which is what I wanted, but not when I press enter, but when I click outside of it. I wonder if there's a way to do that. So I mean, it's still the problem that I have here, that I still type even though I'm outside. So I just need to lose that focus if I clicked outside of this. Is there an easy way to do that? Text edit. Lose focus when clicking out. Let's just do click out. What is this guy? Oh, well, that's a cheating way of doing it. But it works, right? Do I have a rect for that? Hold on. Does the text line has a rect? Or just the entire control node? Hold on. I don't know if it'll actually show it to me here. But is there a way to grab it? The rects. No, there isn't. Or like get rec or something. I'll have to actually create it myself. Oh, because it's turned off. Actually, that's actually a lot bigger than I want it to be, but that's okay. All I want is give me the rect of this. I feel like it should do it automatically though. Let's see, properties, focus. Let's see. The node can only be grapple. Mouse to use focus mode. Okay. Oh, first of all, should only be on mouse click, I guess. I guess this might be the only way to do it. Create a rect. I wish it gave me the rect though, without me needing to actually grab it. I mean, it gives me the sides here and transform. Can I at least get the transform?
let's see. Just go to script. Gonna get the transform out of this. And it cannot give me the transform. Gonna get the size? Or I say terminal transform. Oh, you can get the transform, okay. And with that, you can get the size, I hope. Get the scale. Huh. Or you can get the rect if I wanted to. Okay. But that happens in here though. Can I do that within the actual here? And say, yeah, I can. Sweet. So what I would do here is elif event is, what did it call it? Mouse event button? Infinite event mouse. And event button. Oh, it doesn't have button anymore. Not that one that I was looking for. I guess I can just check for, what's the name of the, this is just mouse left click, okay. Is action pressed, mouse left click, and then we can check the rect. If get rect, do I have to convert it to local? You know, let's do that then. Is there a function called make local? Or make input local? So make that event. Or events local equals that. Input event. And then say if not get rect has points, and then just grab the position. Wait, doesn't have position here? So what's the point of this? Can I just grab my mouse then? A mouse position instead, I guess. Yeah, I might have to grab my mouse position. I'm just checking all these parameters here. Alright, and I guess there's no reason to do the top part. Get mouse or local mouse. If it doesn't have the point, then release the focus here. So I don't want this in here anymore. I only want to release it if it's not in there. So let's try that and see if it actually even triggers at all. Alright, let's go in here. Let's get the terminal, type some stuff. Let's go. Okay. Great. I guess it's just outside of this, which I guess it kind of makes sense.
I can keep pressing it and it's still the same. And I press outside. Great. Perfecto. Exactly what I wanted to do. Exactly. Do, 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 do. Cool. So I got the terminal working. I just need to add more commands that I need to add. I need to figure out how I want to set the time, the different ways you can set it, enabling the FPS if I wanted to, which I gotta move it over. But I'll just leave it as is. Let's run the game at the moment. It's telling me like my streams are unstable there on Facebook. So forgive me if it's not looking good. Hopefully it is. And it's just a UI issue here. Very interesting. Alright, so let's go into the game. Let's go to test local. Bam, look at how it switches right away. I can keep slamming it a little bit more. And it's gone. Yeah, this is great, man. Looks good. That was gone. Okay. Alright. Looking for bugs, looking for bugs. I mean, I guess that can be, I mean, it's not really a bug, but it shouldn't do the action if I'm not facing it. Right? Like in that kind of sense, I should have triggered that. Maybe it could have. And then it does this sometimes, but that's kind of normal, I guess. Just because my camera, since it follows a little bit slower, it moves my mouse a little bit and it triggers a new cell location. See that? And also the rain is not in the right spot either. Just realized that too. I think that has to do with my It has to do with the canvas layer that we mentioned earlier that the clouds are in at the beginning of the stream. Let's look into that. My rain is like on the opposite side, which is not where I want it to be at. Let's move you over. How far can I go and not make a huge update? Yeah. I think I'll be fine with this though. Even in here, just increase the size. You can see the boxes and it starts here, it ends there. I have to expand that further now. That means that I'm going to go to here and expand the is this what I need to do, or do I need to move it somewhere else? I don't remember. It looks different when you're in runtime. I might need to do it before. Interesting, interesting. The problem is if I put it outside, it's gotta be a way to make that happen here. Maybe expand some of this stuff. Let's see. Woo! Put that back to 1. Now expanding it looks like it's kind of interessante. Okay. Should it stay there or should it get out? That is the problem that I'm having right now. It's going here, particles. That doesn't really do much, right? I need to update the box emissions. Well, actually make it 800. So it's a little bit more. I think it just needs to be bigger than the size of the screen. I just feel like I'll lose some particles by doing that though. Now that's runny though, but we'll see how that looks like. Oh, it's not raining today though, which is great. Great way to test it right now. Luckily I can enable it here. Okay, go and find it. Then I cycle follower, canvas layer. I mean it's active. I just maybe just need to emit it. Or that's not it. I guess it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Is there something that I'm setting it that not letting it? Excuse me. Is there something that I turned off that makes it not? Let's look into the code. For rain. I know I do something to the rain. Set rain ratio. Set to 0 on the rain node. Set rain ratio. Rain node is a node to D, and it's rain, and it calls a function to set the rain ratio that way, but it doesn't look like it has a script on it. But it doesn't have any here though. Rain particles amount ratio. Okay, so it is that. Hold on. Go back to the game. What's that I saw earlier? What was that? Amount ratio?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, I'm not talking to you, Siri. I don't know how you activate it. That's how they get you sometimes, you know? They just start talking out of nowhere. AI. I don't see anything though. Do I have to admit it again? There we go. Let's go outside into the void. Okay, so that looks fine. I just think I may need to be a lot brighter because I can't see any rain here. You can barely see it. So I'm gonna have to either up the scale or increase the brightness on this. One or the other. I mean, honestly, it's already 2:55 though. Yeah, I'll just leave that back to 1. That doesn't nothing. I guess the scale is what I need to do then. I think. I think. No, I don't need any angular speed or acceleration scale here. Whoa, that did not mean to be that big. Whoa, buddy. Look at that. That's not what I meant to do. But this was cool though. Yeah, I just have to increase the size of it, I guess. This is too big though. Oh. Alright, let's see. Put it to 1. I guess 1 looks okay. Yeah, I guess it just comes to me tweaking it a little bit more. Tweaking that a little bit more would definitely be helpful. Alright, well, I'm about to call it there, guys. It is time. I got 5 more minutes before I start work. So I think I'm just gonna call it there. We did some stuff, we fixed some bugs at the beginning. We're adding the terminal, which is the way that I wanted the UI to look. It needs a little bit more visual tweaking on it though, but it is doing exactly what I wanted. I gotta add more commands to it. Fix the trees so there's not trees next to them either. So that way they don't look like all clumped up together. So, you know, we did some stuff in this stream, so progress is progress, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day and wonderful night, depending on your time. Thank you guys for being on the stream, or if you watch this later on when it gets uploaded, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this and you're brand new watching, feel free to follow, so subscribe. And you can always change your mind later on, right? But yeah, cool. I'll talk to you guys later then. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day.